elevator into this base. It's not even finished, so, well, Kolll's gonna defend it easily. This is kind of a random drop, and he just, like, flew in the path of everything. A little bit confusing there. Anyway, Mazur gonna try and sneak this mineral only. He's up at 2k minerals here. And... well... it's like... oh, I think Kolll's actually completely walled himself in here. He's gonna have to kill this Evo to get his units out. He might have just placed this to defend against that push that came out earlier. Just walled himself off completely. And that's why he has 3 Evos. He's not actually intending to go for triple upgrades. I like this Spore in the main, by the way. He saw Mazur was going for quite a few Corsairs. He did kill them all, but you know, it's just a safety thing. Make sure you don't get DT drops or something. The main base, as you can see, of Kolll is kind of facing the attack and expansion path of Mazur. So dropping a bunch of DTs or even going for a storm drop or something would be quite will be something that Mazur is likely to do. I do feel like Kolll should be getting Overlord speed. There we go. So he's actually started Overlord speed right after the Hive. He's got a bunch of links in the main. I don't know if that was intentional, just anticipating a drop or something. But anyway, it looks like Mutas and Links still flying around here. He's not stacking them anymore. Oh, no, now he is. There's no High Templar to snipe. Oh, there's one. But it looks like there's a lot of Dragoons now, so he can't be too aggressive with these Mutas. And it looks like +2 is about to finish for Mazur. Looks like Kolll's actually going to the natural here with some Mutas and Lings. I mean, the army's right there, so I don't really understand the point of this. He is going to get the cannons, which is decent, but I don't know. I think he really wants to snipe some High Templar. I think it's no. Oh, it looks like there was another attack here on the 3rd base, but some cannons were already here. So I guess a decent attempt there to snipe the Nexus as it was building. But you see, look at how close you know, the base and the natural are. The army is just sitting between these two. You can't. I mean, these kind of multi-pronged attacks are good, but not when the army's just, you know, 2 feet away from you. That doesn't, even if you're, you know, doing multi-pronged attacks, that doesn't really mean anything. And it looks like we have a Greater Spire on the way, as well as Defilers. Very interesting. Kolll gonna keep making use of these Mutas. I don't understand. This doesn't. I mean, Guardians in some locations are actually not bad in ZVP. Like they're not amazing units. Corsairs and Storm deal with them pretty easily. But, you know, like on Fighting Spirit, if you morph 2 Guardians behind a natural somewhere, like at the Protoss' 4th, it's actually quite annoying to deal with. Because you don't need to make many, you just make 2 Guardians and he has to stop mining there for a while, and it's just like super annoying to deal with. But if you just look at the architecture of the map, there's a cliff around the main, but there's no buildings there, so, you know, it's not like he can abuse the cliff too easily. The 3rd has nothing to cliff, and the natural has a cliff, but it's kind of, you know, inside on the other side of the army, so I don't really know where he's gonna attack with these Guardians. It doesn't really make much sense to me. Kolll's still walling himself in, by the way. Obviously Lings can get out there, but well, I guess if he's only making Lings, it doesn't matter. He's going for an Ultra Cavern now, and missed the snipe. Oh, he actually is gonna fly here and Guardian the natural. Okay. Oh, that actually makes sense. Obviously the Mutas can get in there pretty quickly, but there's 3 Corsairs already. I don't really think this is going to do too much. And yeah, look at this. Mazur's completely prepared. He's actually going to see these as they're morphing. I don't know why Kolll didn't, you know, bring some Scourge in here as well. This is quite a huge waste, actually. Now, he is sending in a bunch of Lings to Mazur's 4th. Kind of a mess Storm. Templar kills himself. But, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, and yeah, these Guardians are going to do absolutely nothing. Now that I think about it, High Templars, man, they have like the most exciting way of committing suicide. They actually can storm themselves to death. That's pretty baller. I mean, I'm not advocating suicide or anything, but you know, if you're gonna go, storming yourself sounds like a pretty awesome way. There's a bunch of Links here. I don't know if I missed a drop or if they're just there. Koll's just making a bunch of creeps. I don't know why these Scourge are flying around. He should have had these earlier with the Guardians. Now they're just flying around being stupid. Like, did they actually kill the Corsairs? Where are the Corsairs? No, the Corsairs are just chilling here. Interestingly, Mazur is continuing production. Now we have seen Mazur do this several times in PvZ. Basically, once you know, once he's got his bases up and he's going, and the game starts going to the late game, he actually transitions into mass Sayle DT, which against a Zerg who's not really prepared for it, which is generally not many Zergs. It can be extremely effective. Obviously, the late game Zerg usually doesn't involve mass Hydra, And if you do go Mass Hydra in the late game in ZVP, you're probably gonna die because Storms and yeah, basically Storms are gonna own you. Looks like a drone taken out, or a couple of drones here in the top left. A few Lings just running around. I assume just gonna try and snipe some Templars and such. Mazur's still on 2-0 upgrades, and he's not upgrading those, so I think that's my main complaint. Look at this, Koll's already got 2 Lings out against only 2-0, so Koll is vastly out-upgrading his opponent, and against Ultra Ling. Look at this, Koll didn't actually even get Hydra upgrades. He's only now getting Hydra speed, that's interesting. These 2 Lurkers, they're not gonna defend it against this army, but they will be quite annoying. They will also buy some time for more units to come out, but Koll doesn't seem to have a significant army. He's got only Lings actually. I think he's saving for Ultras, morphing a few Defilers here. He's gonna lose this base for sure. Looks like a couple of Storms went down on these Lurkers. I think he used 2 Storms though, because they weren't close enough to both. Oh, maybe. I don't know if they were actually close enough to get hit by 1 Storm. So Koll's gonna have to cancel this. And actually, this is a bit of a problem because Mazur is on 4 bases now, which is even base count with Koll, and even bases generally the Protoss is favored. Having said that, yesterday I played a pretty stupid PvZ on the ladder where like I was even bases with a Zerg and he made infinity Ultralisks and killed me. I still don't understand how he did that, but anyway, that's irrelevant. Looks like Mazur has the map control. Looks like there is a DT drop here at the bottom left. 2 DTs going to town on the drones. Oh my god, 16 kills, 12 kills. They're gonna kill every single drone here. Oh man, he can actually just kill this hatchery right now. Oh god, there was even a Zealot there, but it doesn't matter. Koll sees it too late. 14 kills and 17 kills, 31 kills between those guys. Now Koll's inside expansion is going to be cancelled. So Koll is now reduced to 3 bases against 4. He's also taking the top left base, and looks like the Overlords will get in here, but it doesn't matter. DTs are still pretty good. They're going to snipe a Defiler here. Pretty big loss, and if he right-clicks the hatchery, yes, he will get it. Probably better to get that hatchery, but oh well. Meanwhile, okayish Plague going off. I think that might have actually been 2 Plagues. There's Defiler here and there's Defiler Carcass over there. Oh, and oh my goodness! Koll actually accidentally plagued all his own buildings and all the Scourge. Look at that! The Scourge got plagued because the eggs were plagued. Did you guys know that? Apparently, if the eggs are plagued when the units pop, they're still plagued. I had no idea. Brood War trivia at its finest. But Koll will defend, of course. He still has 1 trillion Sunkens. Looks like he ate 2 of his drones that were mining gas. He's actually going to eat all 3 gas drones, and he plagues the DTs. Nice move. He had no Overlords here. The Corsairs killed all his Overlords, but he plagues the DTs. Unfortunately, he gets 2 Ultralisks and a Sunken Colony as well. Koll has actually plagued as much of his own stuff as he has the Protosses. He has secured this 4th base now. But these Overlords are actually in huge danger. Koll's now at 70 supply against the 167 of Mazur. Mazur's kind of floating the minerals, but in the late game, that's not too bad. Of course, in the Protoss will be favoring all those gas-heavy units in the late game. I don't know if that Nexus was actually cancelled, but these DTs combined with the Corsairs are doing an amazing job. Koll trying to make a Spore Colony, but you see he can't actually do anything. He's got no Hydras for anti-air. And it looks like there's a Devourer on the field. Why is there a Devourer? That's not useful. He's making 2 more Devourers in the back. Koll doesn't know what to do, and GG! The Sayle DT transition taking out Koll. He had no answer to it. Making emergency Devourers, ladies and gentlemen. When was the last time you made emergency Devourers in ZVP? Well, alright. So, let me go back to my overlay. Ah, nice. And, oh, I can even put the score on here. Let me see if I can be fancy. Da-da! Boom. Oops. I lost the B in SAS NB. Seems a little bit problematic. Okay, there we go. Cool. So yeah, let me go and get game number 2. Now, these are being casted from replays, but it's basically like the stream, the cast is delayed an hour from when the game started. So the game started at 20 CET, and the cast started at 21 CET. So it's like almost live. It's not quite live. Anyway, let me go and get another replay, and I can do a commercial, guys. Guys, disable your ad block or you're killing esports. Ready for commercial? Bam. If you don't see it, then just wait patiently, please. I'm not gonna play music because I don't want YouTube to be angry at me when I upload these mods. Alright. Ooh, looks like the next match is going to be Ace versus Bakryu. That's exciting. Oh no, sorry, it's not. Never mind. Whoopsie daisies. I'm dumb. It's gonna be Choosy versus Lossy Lohi. I am in fact less than intelligent. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But that's alright. Bum 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 bum. Gambit Cup Finals. Lossy Lohi versus Choosy. Cool. Alright, making the game. Bam! Now we gotta do the overlay. LR